Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, we will be discussing the new moon in Capricorn that's currently happening and then transitioning into a tarot reading for the collective to see how best to utilize this energy and any advice the cards have to give. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading and take what resonates for you. Know that there's a message in here for you because that's the intention I set. So, what is a new moon? This is a new cycle, a new phase. The moon is starting its phase over again. This is all about new beginnings. This is about setting new goals, intentions, and this particular new moon is a great one to set goals and intentions, not just for the next month, but for the next year, because this new moon is in Capricorn. Capricorns are an earth sign who value hard work, discipline, responsibility, and particularly ambition. Ambition is not necessarily a negative word. Ambition just means go by it. Just take what you want by the reins and lead yourself to where you want to go. They're also very practical. They like to be respected. And I feel like a lot of them too really feel the need to have a purpose. They are driven by purpose. Hopefully that makes sense. Capricorns are also ruled by Saturn, so a very similar vibe with Saturn. Very goal-oriented, likes to have authority, very patient, values hard work and tradition. And Saturn kind of rules time, so it's like, there's a time and a place for everything ruled by Saturn. So what does this all mean for the new moon in Capricorn? Well, this means that if you are not satisfied in your current position or your current work situation, this is the time to strategize, to plan, and look at the long-term goals that you want out of this job. Because if they're not meeting that requirement where you're currently at, it's time to move. It's time to move on. Be ambitious with what you want with life. Make a list of goals, print out your dreams, vision board, however you see fit with this new moon, because this is all about planning and strategizing and figuring out exactly how you need to get from here to your goals and make it happen. This is also about remembering who you are and leading yourself to that victory and to those goals. Be the boss of your own life. Sometimes that's very hard. If you are unhappy and you are not being ambitious enough with where you're at, look at your situation from an outside point of view. Does that make sense? And figure out how you would take you to meet your goals. So if you need discipline, if you need planning, this is the time to buckle down and figure out how you're going to make that happen. And then this is also a time to release anything that is getting in the way and blocking your success. Okay? So that's where this your hard work is paying off is, because your hard work will pay off. Your hard work this new moon with planning, strategizing, being the boss of yourself, it will pay off in the long run, because that's going to provide you the ambition and the fire beneath your seat to move forward with what you want out of life. You only get one, right? So they say. And then step up and lead. This is where you step up, say, I'm not being disciplined enough in my own life. I need to figure out a way to lead myself to victory. So with that being said, this is a very powerful new moon to get your affairs in order, to strategize and figure out exactly how you're going to plan out your success and carry yourself through to it. Do not stop. Make that ambition go from 1 to 100 so that way you can achieve what you're meant to achieve. All right, with that being said, let's go ahead and transition into the tarot reading. Okay, so we're going to use the Zodiac Tarot first, and then we got a bunch of cards that wanted to come out. So we're going to go through the Oracle cards fairly quickly. All right, first up, this tarot card is going to represent how best to utilize this energy. And we've got, interesting, we've got the Emperor. Okay, I love it. I love this. Okay, and the next card is going to represent advice on how to utilize, how to move through, any other advice for this new moon. And we've got Judgment. Oh my God, I love this so much. Okay, so let's talk about it. So How best to utilize this energy? Well, the Emperor is all about leading, all about planning and strategizing. The Emperor, this archetype, leads his people to victory, to success. He plans ahead of time. He knows how much is in his city's bank and in the city's storehouse for food. Like, this Emperor has it all down pat. So this is strategizing again, having that personal power, leading, taking action. So actually giving yourself room to plan and strategize, but then taking action to go through those plans and that list, right? So use your instinct, listen to your intuition, because again, this is about making moves and leading yourself. Stepping up and lead. I keep hearing that that's important. And then we have the Emperor here. So take up space too. Be big, be bold. Like, if you had a dream when you were a kid and that dream still sits in your heart, utilize it, work toward it, make that incorporate itself into your goals and your dreams. You know, if you always wanted to take up a class for acting or, you know, learn to cook, you know, fill in the blanks, that should be part of this too. Be ambitious. No dream is too big. If you plan ahead and you take the actions and the necessary steps to move forward, you can do it. Be big, be bold. The Emperor doesn't wait for anybody. The Emperor acts on instinct, takes action when needed, and moves accordingly. They move. They do not wait. So then the next card here is advice. And this is interesting that it came out because this is about judgment. So I feel like this can go a couple ways here. So part of this is saying, don't judge yourself too harshly. Don't think that because in the past you did XYZ and now you can't, or you didn't do XYZ and now you can't move forward. This is about releasing that baggage, releasing it with grace and love, and being able to move forward because you're lighter now and you have the capability to do so. Your past is your past. What happened then doesn't matter now. So you've learned, you've educated yourself. Now you're ready to move on and leave that behind. So don't judge yourself too harshly. Don't put unnecessary judgment upon yourself. This is about evaluating too what you can and should do. I don't want to say can't do because we are about positivity moving forward with these goals. There's obviously things that you shouldn't do, but we're talking about taking necessary action and steps forward to get to the goal, get to where you want to be. So this is about evaluation. What can you do? How can you make these goals happen? Plan it out. Okay, this is about rebirth. This is a new cycle, a new you. This is like the old you's done, the new you's ready to rise up and step forward and lead you. This is awesome. I love this because, yeah, this is literally telling you, don't worry about your past. Just because you thought you couldn't do it, you know, back then doesn't mean you can't do it now. Evaluate what needs to be evaluated and move forward. Lead yourself. Take authority over yourself. You know, if you've always wanted to start implementing exercise into your life, if you wanted to start eating right, if you wanted to start XYZ, do it now. Make a plan. Get up 50 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier, go to bed earlier. You know, all of these are just examples. But what I'm saying here is you can do it. This is the time to set those intentions and goals. All right, let's get a little bit deeper here with your oracle cards. First up, we've got the heavenly bodies. We've got another earth sign. We got Taurus. So trust, patience, and sensuality. So have patience with yourself too, because again, with this judgment card, we can do a lot of harsh judging. Try not to do that. Be patient with your goals too. You're not going to meet them on day one. So trust that you will get there. You're just not going to get there instantly. Things take time. Again, Saturn comes back into play. Next, we've got Leo, a fire sign. So self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Believe in yourself. Know that you can do it. Get creative with it. But again, be loyal to yourself. Okay? Stay focused. Stay determined. Then we have water. Interesting. I like this because we are still talking about new moon. So spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. Be compassionate with yourself as you go through these changes and goal settings, as well as listen to your intuition. And it's okay to be emotional or be in your emotions. Know that. And then we've got house 6. So these are some things that you might want to focus on. So establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. So again, all things that your goals could be focused on. Then we have opposition. So an imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. So there might be a lot of this going on, you know, as you write your goals, as you try to figure out what's going to make you happy, how you're going to get from point A to point B. Don't lose track. Then we have Chiron, which is hurt and heal. So yeah, there's going to be some moments where you look back and you're like, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. But now is your time to heal with this Judgment card too. This is going to be a healing period because you're going to take charge. You're going to take over what you didn't do. You're going to do now. And then we have Yang. Love it. So proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. What were we talking about? Moving forward. All right, next up, we've got the Starcodes Astro deck. I love this deck so much. First up, Sagittarius, expand. I love this because this is all about kind of like taking risks, being adventurous, and expanding. So expand your growth, expand your knowledge, expand your activities, expand your field of what you could do, what your possibilities are. Aries, again, that Emperor card, act. Yeah. You know, if you say you're going to do something, do it. If you set intentions, do it. Stick by it. Don't waver too much. Another Taurus card. So we got cultivate. Yeah. Plant the seeds that you wish to harvest in the future, because that's what this is right now. We are setting intentions. We are planting those seeds in our brain, in our subconscious, and we are moving on them. We are taking action. Mars with the Aries. Love it. Motion. Yeah. Moving forward. Keep it going. And Uranus, change. Absolutely. So we are going to be focusing on change in a positive way. This isn't, you know, change for a whim. This is like, what are we wanting to change to meet the goals? How are we going to create that change? What are we going to do? And how are we going to do it? Because change is needed. All right, let's keep it pushing here with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. And we've got the path. So look at that. We are on our way to a new destination, a new path. Then we've got action. I mean, I don't got to explain that. That's just more confirmation. Then we got beauty. Okay, when I look at this, I think of like compassion and finding the beauty within. So take a look at your life and where you're at and find the beauty in it. Not everything has to change, but the things that you want to change them for you, not because of other people's opinions or other people's expectations. Change them for you. Then we have power. Listen, you have power. Sometimes we don't think we have the power to do anything or to make change or to make progress. We do. We have the power to do that within ourselves. We may not be able to do that for other people, but we sure as heck can do it for ourselves. And then we've got, I can't. All right, more change. Yeah, things are happening. Okay, so next up, we have the Anatomy of the Witch. And first we've got align. Align with what you want, with where you want your goals to be, with, you know, your intentions. Make sure you're in alignment with all of that. And this will become an easier situation, right? Once we set our goals and intentions, if we waver or if we stop, like, you know, when you're in a routine and you stop that routine or something shakes it up, it's so hard to get back into that routine. Make sure you're constantly in alignment with what you want to change or where your goals are or what your intentions are. And it will be so much easier. Stay in that alignment. Then we have protect. Protect your sanity. Protect yourself. Know that this is safe. This is all right for you to do. That people are looking out for you. That this is for your best interest. Protect your goals. Protect your intentions. And then we have the amulet. Oh, I love this. This is like little good luck charms. I had to get the book out. So symbols have power. But what that power is depends on our relationship with the symbol and how we might utilize it. Have you noticed any symbols showing up repeatedly for you? What amulets do you cherish and why do they have power for you in your personal practice? So for me, this is saying utilize an amulet to keep you going, to keep your intentions set, to keep your power in this situation. So if you like, these rings for me are like an amulet situation for me. I feel like I need them on me at all times. I have that like power, and like every time I look down on them, they're a reminder. So if there's a charm, if there's a necklace, if there is a, tattoo, even a lot of people get tattoos. So when you look down on them, it's like a reminder and you feel powerful and protected. So keep your intentions pure, and maybe it might help if you have a specific amulet to help you keep going. And then we have waxing and waning here. Interesting. Work with the moon phases to help your intentions and your goals too. If you're a manifester, work with the moon, help your goals with that situation. Learn to go with the flow, learn when to take action and when to take a back seat and receive. So that's what I'm getting here, the waxing and the waning. Also, if you are not having any luck with your moon workings in a particular phase, try a different phase. Sometimes, I know, for an example, there are some people who don't like to manifest on they don't like intention settings and manifestings on a new moon, so they'll do it on a full moon instead. They feel that's more powerful for them. Experiment, figure out, how the moon phases will benefit you and work with you. It's only there to help. To connect with that. But again, taking action and learning when to take a back seat to it too. So it's going to be a interesting situation when we learn how to go about that, right? So it's going to be a learning situation is what I'm trying to say. And your last one here is birth. I love it because this is literally talking about a new beginning and a rebirth for us when we are putting the effort into changing. Oh, I love. Okay, let's keep going. Next, we've got the Herbal Astrology. And up first, we got Ashwagandha. Oh my gosh, and purpose. Okay, so that's funny. We were talking about that a little bit earlier. But yeah, what is your purpose? What do you want your purpose to be? Work toward that. Then we've got a Peaceful Warrior with Milk Thistle. So yeah, stepping up and lead, that Emperor energy, moving forward, taking action. And your last Herbal Astrology, we've got Valerian, Acceptance. Oh my goodness, yeah, I don't even think I touched on it with the Judgment card, but this is like accepting things too. Accepting where your past was, accepting who you are, accepting where you've been, accepting things, and working towards changing what you don't like to see or what you're not liking right now. Acceptance is important in order to move forward. You know what I mean? Because if we don't accept, our past or, things that we've done, that shame hangs over and it doesn't allow us to really move forward and change because we're still kind of hanging back in that past. We want to continually move forward. So accept, all of you. And again, this is a wonderful time for shadow work too, if you are interested in that, because that's accepting your demons, accepting your shadows, accepting the things that you're shameful of, and incorporating that within yourself. Giving them that love and affection to your shadow will help that healing process and help you move forward and change things. If you don't like what you see, you can always change it, but you got to accept it first. Okay, we're almost done here with your Oracle cards. Next, we have Pure Magic. I think that's what it's called. Yes, Pure Magic. And we've got Bridget. I asked what kind of workings with this deck that we could do for the new moon, and this is what's coming out. So Bridget, Psychic Flames, 333, Sacred Milk, and Druid Magic. Okay, so mother and midwife to all beings on earth, Bridget arrives in the name of the divine and extends her arms to you in embrace. She grants you health and healing and works deeply within the chakras that govern expression, compassion, and sacred connection. She reminds us to place importance on creative liberty and to discover the power in a vulnerable heart. The triple goddess walks toward you from the forest and sends out her internal flame to you. The protective warmth of life is returning and joy is soon to come. Her breath restores life to the dead and offers wisdom to those who are able to shed their ego. Perfect. Love that. All right, next up we've got Salamander, fire. Aurora Borealis, creative work, infinite wisdom and alchemy. So again, transmuting what you don't want, the negativity into positivity. Get creative with it. Love it. Next, we've got mantra medicine. Use those mantras. Command, song, incantation, and containment. Use the mantras. Or even affirmations too. If you repeat those over and over and listen to high frequency music, so like the Hertz channel, you can find a lot of it on YouTube. That's really great too to get into that meditative state and mantras. And then we have snakeskin, information, secrets, body language, and senses. Use your senses, learn, plan, love it. All right, and your last cards here are Signs of the Time Oracle. I figured we'd throw these in here too. First up, we've got Skull, endings. So again, seriously, we're doing a new beginning here. We're ending the things that we do not want to bring forward anymore and releasing them and changing what we want to be and want to bring in. Next, we have yin and yang. So balance, creating balance now. Love it. And your last card here is heart with love. Okay. Compassion, love yourself. Again, acceptance, all of those things. So this a little bit quicker than my other ones. Because I feel like it was very straightforward here with the advice and the utilization here. I am loving this energy. Take control over your life. That's basically what I'm seeing here. And in the best way possible. Hard work, dedication, discipline, responsibility, all of those are going to come into play this new moon. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. I appreciate you so much. Have a wonderful new moon. If you plan on doing anything and want to share what those are, let me know down in the comment section below. If you learned something, if this was helpful, please let me know that too. I enjoy you guys so much. I love these videos. I think they're fun. They're very interesting to me to see what keeps coming up for new moons in the cards and what keeps coming up for full moons. So it's very cool and interesting to see. So again, thank you so much. If you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. And it really helps me and the channel out because it pushes us out into the algorithm a lot more so other people can see them. Check to see if you're subscribed too. I've been getting comments that, people did not know that they were unsubscribed. YouTube likes to do that from time to time. So check to make sure that's happening for you. And if you want to see all my social media links and my Etsy shop where I do private readings, I do have a link tree that is linked in the description box below. All right, everyone. Again, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.